information leader. This is News Channel 5 at 5.
Hi, everyone. Tonight, a teenager struggling to stay alive after being shot in the head early this morning.
It happened in his own Clarksville home. News Channel 5's Adam McKinney now joins us with the very latest.
Yeah, no, Kristen, police say they found that boy conscious and breathing before paramedics flew him to Vanderbilt. They spent the morning looking for two men the boy's older brother said he saw running away just after the shooting. But tonight we know everything he said was a lie. This morning, just before dawn, police raced to this apartment on Vista Lane. All they knew was a 15-year-old boy had been shot in the head. His brother told officers he heard a gunshot and saw two men running away.
I knew it was something serious.
Neighbors like Ronnie McKinney knew so much commotion so early in the morning couldn't be good.
I heard some tires squealing, and I thought it was unusual for 4:30 in the morning.
But for detectives, something didn't add up. They searched in and outside the apartment, quickly learning the public actually wasn't in danger.
We do have information to believe that there is no danger to the community.
This afternoon, they arrested the boy's older brother who called 911, 23-year-old Brian Smith, seen here being taken to jail in handcuffs. Police say Smith was inside the apartment handling a gun and pointed it at his brother's head before pulling the trigger. They say he told people there at the time to get rid of the gun. Detectives spent most of Wednesday piecing together the crime scene after learning the gunman they were scrambling to find wasn't far away at all. In this case, police really didn't have far to go because the crime scene is only half a block away from the detectives division.
We're within 75 yards of the South Police Precinct, and it's very scary to think that you live on top of a police precinct and something like this could happen so close to you. But you never know.
As investigators now have to figure out why this happened and why the boy's older brother lied about it in the first place. Ann Smith is in the Montgomery County Jail tonight facing reckless endangerment and tampering with evidence. His bond is set at $300,000. We're told his younger brother, the victim, is in extremely critical condition. Kristen?
How terrible. All right, Adam. Well, investigators say they expect to make more charges for this morning shooting and attempted cover-up. If you know anything, call Clarksville Police.
Metro Police are searching for answers after two men were shot in North Nashville. Officers were called to Andrew Jackson Public Housing Complex at 1600 16th Avenue North and Hyman Street around 12:30 this afternoon. Police say 19-year-old Dallas Cato was shot and was found in an alley. He was taken to Vanderbilt Medical Center. Around the same time, police say 18-year-old DeAndre Dean showed up at Metro General with a gunshot wound. Police think the shootings are related and say both men have criminal records.
Neither of these individuals is a stranger to the police department or the criminal justice system. We'll be attempting to talk to them to see if they're willing to tell us what happened here today.
Police say Cato had been sentenced to 3 years in jail back in May for felony aggravated assault, but was already out on the streets. Dean had just been arrested on assault charges just a few days ago, but was out of jail on bond. Both have non-life-threatening injuries.
The well-known local car dealer accused in a domestic assault case faced a judge today. Chris Bostic and his wife Desi were in court today in Williamson County. The state was requesting to modify conditions of Mr. Bostic's bond. He will be required to stay away from alcohol and will have to wear an alcohol monitoring device. Also, he will only be able to be in the couple's home with Mrs. Bostic's permission. Both spoke about the arrest for the first time.
Desi and I love each other very, very much. You know, it was 6 years ago whenever we moved to Nashville, I made a decision to put our family on television to show that we're real people and we have, you know, a real life. And unfortunately, if I could push rewind, I wouldn't have done that because, you know, I'm embarrassed for my kids.
Situations get sensationalized in the biggest way, and that's about all I have to say about our situation right now. It is not as big as it seems.
If you would like to hear the entire interview with Chris Bostic, just head to our website, newschannel5.com.
Nashville fire officials say a cigarette sparked a fire that has forced families to find another place to call home. They responded to the Point Breeze apartments just before 10 o'clock this morning. News Channel 5's Andrea Klein-Thomas joins us live from Northeast Nashville with more on how residents are coping just one day before Thanksgiving. Andrea.
Well, Rory, some of these apartments have a lot of damage, but all things considered, still some residents say they still have a lot to be thankful for. Now, no one was injured after flames engulfed the C building here at the Point Breeze Apartments. One resident said he opened his door, saw smoke, grabbed his dog, and then called 911. Residents helped management knock on doors to get people out of their apartments. For those not home, management helped get their pets out to safety. In all, 8 units sustained fire or water damage, and residents cannot return until further notice.
I guess a million things is about to go through my head now, just thinking on what do I have, you know, do I have any clothes or shoes or wallet or anything, you know. The only thing I got out was what I got on and my puppy dog in the trunk.
Now, according to the Nashville Fire Department, a cigarette was not properly disposed of at that resident that you just heard from on his deck. And this all seems to be a mistake, but really tough news for those that lost everything or lost a lot of their belongings. They're all trying to find a new place to live tonight. For now, reporting live in Northeast Nashville, Andrea Klein-Thomas, News Channel 5 HD.
Andrea, thank you. The good news in all of this is that no one was injured, and that's what residents say they're most thankful for.
1 million Tennesseans are expected to travel 500 miles or more during this holiday weekend. Most of those traveling plans started today. News Channel 5's Marcus Washington is live at Nashville International Airport, right in the middle of the action here in Nashville. Pretty busy, I imagine, Marcus.
It is getting busy right now, but you know, less travelers are getting to their destination by air this Thanksgiving holiday weekend. But overall, more people are traveling than they did last year. Here at Nashville International Airport, things have been pretty smooth. There have been a few delays. At one time, we saw about 12 delays on the board. Today, 17,000 airline travelers are expected to come through Nashville International. That's about 7,000 more than on an average day. This is one of those days where you can find folks just waiting, and you can see the anticipation vibrating through their bones as they wait for their loved ones.
He knows we're waiting on him here, but I don't know if he knows this many people are waiting on him here, so I think he'll be excited. He'll be happy to see us all, definitely.
We spoke to many travelers who haven't seen their loved ones for months or even more than a year. Coming up tonight at 6, see their story. Reporting live at Nashville International Airport, Marcus Washington, News Channel 5 HD.
All right, Marcus, thanks. Clear skies for those travelers and nice temperatures for anyone visiting the Mid-State.
Yeah, you know, this time of year it could be a lot worse.
That's right.
We'll take what we can get. Ron, how are things
Yeah,
looking?
travel delays have been at a real minimum as far as weather is concerned. I had a little fog early in Chicago, but pretty quiet weather across the U.S. That's perfect for this day. Let's take a look at what's going on. Look closer to home. You see mainly clear skies now across a good portion of the southeastern U.S. and particularly here in Tennessee and Kentucky. Clear skies still out there. Temperatures 59 in Nashville now. We got up to 67 this afternoon, 61 in Bowling Green, 57 in Jackson, and 61 in Chattanooga. It is 58 in Fairview now, 60 in Centerville, 54 in Smyrna, and 59 in Springfield. At 6 o'clock tonight, 57. At 8 o'clock, 52. Clear skies, though. 9 o'clock, 49. We'll dip to 48 by 11 o'clock tonight. More on Thanksgiving Day across the area, and a look at your early morning Black Friday forecast in just a few minutes. Roy.
Thanks, Ron. Let's check in with Michael Higgins now to see how the roadways are moving.
Well, 40, we had a little bit of a slow roll just before 65. We are running with a broken down vehicle on the right shoulder, and then we swing over to the south loop. You can see a lot of volume over here, but nothing that is going to stop us. We had a report of an accident a little earlier, 40 east at DeMonbury, but it has been cleared off. Heavy traffic throughout the Middle Tennessee area. 3 main interstates moving through Nashville. It's going to be slow into the evening. Shop Cool Springs Galleria Black Friday, 12 midnight till 9 p.m. Details, visit coolspringsgalleria.com. I'm Michael Higgins, News Channel 5 Traffic. Back to you.
Michael, thanks. Thanksgiving dinner came a little earlier for some people today.
And it was served up by some familiar faces.
That's good. I have a very difficult job. My job right now is to take the plate loaded with cranberries from Kathy and move it here to Shelby. Woo! That was tough.
That was News Channel 5 Steve Hayslip, of course, over at the Nashville Rescue Mission. He and I, along with Jennifer Krause and several others from the station, were there to serve meals to some of Nashville's homeless and hungry. More than 5,000 meals, including turkey stuffing and all the traditional trimmings, will be served today and tomorrow. And a reminder, there's still time for you to help make sure those in need have a hot meal this Thanksgiving. News Channel 5 has once again teamed up with the rescue mission to take our homeless from hunger to hope. Just $2.26 can feed one person a hot meal. So if you'd like to donate, go to newschannel5.com.
And still ahead on News Channel 5 at 5, after 8 days of deadly fighting in the Gaza Strip, a ceasefire is finally in place. What the agreement will mean for both sides next.
Plus, big changes could be coming to Facebook and what you're able to do about your privacy.
And coming up tonight at 6, new concerns for patients who survived the fungal meningitis outbreak. News Channel 5 Investigates has uncovered a problem that could make life even more challenging for some survivors. And it has nothing to do with tainted drugs. Find out why some are calling for new measures to protect millions of patients on News Channel 5 at 6.
After days of intense violence, a ceasefire was reached today between Israel and Hamas militants. The two sides have agreed to an immediate halt in the violence. The most recent was a bus bombing in Tel Aviv earlier today. Israel has agreed to end its policy of assassinating top Hamas officials, and Hamas is promising to stop all rocket fire by the militant groups operating in the Gaza Strip. Egypt's foreign minister announced the truce today alongside Secretary of State Hillary Clinton.
This is a critical moment for the region. Egypt's new government is assuming the responsibility and leadership that has long made this country a cornerstone of regional stability and peace.
And President Obama commended Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu for agreeing to the ceasefire and says that he will seek more money for a defense system that protects Israel from rockets.
Talks between NHL players and owners resumed today as both sides work to save at least part of the remaining hockey season. About a dozen players arrived at the league's headquarters this morning, along with lawyers and union executives. Now, officials say owners have come up with some in their offer, but the sides are still several $1 million apart. The lockout has wiped out more than 300 games already, and more games could be canceled soon if a deal can't be reached.
Well, Facebook may soon be taking away your right to vote, at least on its privacy policies. The social media giant says it will continue to let users comment on proposed updates to its privacy policies, but the company announced today that its voting mechanism, which is triggered if enough people comment on proposed changes, could be a thing of the past. Under that policy, users' votes only count if more than 30% of Facebook users take part.
As thousands of New Yorkers continue to recover from Superstorm Sandy, one hard-hit community held a Thanksgiving Eve feast for their neighbors in need. Drew Levinson has the story now from Far Rockaway, New York.
Water damage.
Tenora White stands on her front porch looking at the soggy piles of books and bags she salvaged from her basement. A basement once under 3 feet of water thanks to Hurricane Sandy.
A little bit of this, a little bit of that, and that's what this is.
She just got her power back and still has no heat.
It's been tough.
How do you stay warm in the house?
Blankets, blankets, and more blankets.
She's the PTA president at her son Titus's high school. He's a freshman at Queens High School for Information Research and Technology in Far Rockaway, New York.
Live your life here.
The school was badly damaged and just reopened Monday. Titus, like the hundreds of other students here at his high school, have had very few warm meals over the past several weeks.
Yes, miss.
So for many, this day before Thanksgiving meal is their Thanksgiving meal. They say Thursday they won't be eating turkey and dressing. Instead, they'll be cleaning up from the storm. School principal Magali Hicks knew her students and their families were suffering. It was her idea to raise money to provide this Thanksgiving feast.
It's a learning place, not only for my students, but for the community. So I open my doors to them.
Tenora White and her son are grateful. Happy to have a hot meal?
Yes. I'm very thankful. Right now, I'm just thankful that we have this.
A warm meal.
A warm meal.
Thanks and giving, the true meaning of this holiday. Drew Levinson, CBS News, Far Rockaway, New York.
An annual poultry pardon today from the president.
You know, they say that life is all about second chances. And this November, I could not agree more.
The president, with his two daughters by his side, pardoned Cobbler, a 40-pound turkey from Virginia. This tradition dates back to the Kennedy administration, but today there was a twist. 2 turkeys get a pardon each year, but this year the public had a say in which would become the official national Thanksgiving turkey. That honor went to cobbler, while gobbler was chosen as the alternate. President Obama said the people have spoken and, quote, these birds are moving forward. A reference, of course, to his campaign slogan, Forward.
Cobbler. There's cherry,
Cobbler and gobbler.
peach. I could eat cobbler instead of
Why
turkey.
not? There's going to be some served up tomorrow.
I think we'll have cobbler as well, don't you?
Sounds good.
We're looking at really unusually nice weather for Thanksgiving, not only here, and you know, sometimes we have warm Thanksgivings, but across much of the U.S. Take a look at this forecast weather map now for tomorrow afternoon at 2 o'clock, and you'll see, well, I guess in North Dakota and northern Minnesota there, some snow coming down and chilly temperatures, and the Pacific Northwest, a cold front, one in the seemingly never-ending series up there, will bring some rain. This little disturbance to the west could bring us some rain by early Friday morning. Look at these temperatures. 2 o'clock in the afternoon tomorrow in Nashville, 68, 75 in New Orleans, 77 in Dallas, 46 in New York City, and there's Fargo at 35. But, hey, we've seen a lot worse this time of year. Now, if you're going to be out at 5 o'clock in the morning on Friday, there could be a few rain showers, 55 degrees. Same shower chance, about a 30% chance at 6 and 7 o'clock in the morning. And we'll leave showers in the forecast through 9 a.m. and then we dry out, but get a little colder, 49 at 10 o'clock in the morning. It'll be breezy as well. At noon, 53, and then with sunshine at 3 o'clock, we're at 55 degrees. So not a bad Black Friday, but it will not be as warm as what it's going to be tomorrow. 60 degrees in Lebanon right now, high of 65 there. Clarksville looking good, and 60 degrees right now up in Montgomery County. 59 in Nashville now, 55% the relative humidity. Northwesterly winds light at 3. 67 our high temperature today, and 46 the early morning low. Temperatures still about 10 degrees above normal. It's down to 56 degrees right now in Columbia, 58 in Cookeville, 61 in Bowling Green. The colder weather off to the north and east, mild weather in particular to the west of us, and that's going to keep us going for tomorrow with warm weather as an upper level high pressure ridge temporarily builds over our area to give us a 70-degree day or very close to it tomorrow in most areas. On satellite and radar, not really anything in the way of significant cloud cover, and Exact Track keeps that going. Clear skies through 6 o'clock tomorrow morning. This is at noon on Thanksgiving Day, 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Thanksgiving night, some clouds rolling in. This is 2 o'clock Friday morning, and here we go with the Black Friday showers at 5 a.m. and at 9 a.m. Still some showers around, but in the afternoon, rapid drying. And as we move on into Saturday, it will be clear, but it will be quite cold compared to what we're seeing tomorrow. 70 in Columbia tomorrow, 65 in Crossville for Thanksgiving, 68 in Clarksville, and 68 in Camden. Tonight, overnight low of 43 degrees, mostly clear skies out there with light winds. 7 o'clock tomorrow morning, 44. At noon, 66. And at 3 o'clock, mostly sunny, 70 degrees our high for tomorrow, a low of 49. Then we'll put in that 30% chance of early morning showers, mainly before 9 a.m. on Friday. 58 the high, 29 the low. Saturday, 45 and 27. Chilly Saturday. 55 on Sunday. Rain chances increase on Monday, and particularly Monday night and Tuesday. Good chance of rain then. Wednesday will be a little cooler, and we'll have more coming up at 6. Back to you, Kristen and Rory.
All right, Ron, thank you. Still ahead on News Channel 5 at 5. Electronics are some of the hottest items on the holiday gift list.
They are. We'll take a look at some of the best wireless speakers to hook up to them next.
It's a new oil boom out west made possible by new technology, but it's not without controversy. We'll take you to the front line tonight on the CBS Evening News.
Almost 800 volunteers that are helping us provide this meal over the next 2 days.
We see it just about every November, a surge of volunteers looking to make a difference. But what happens when the holidays are over? I'm News Channel 5's Heather Graff. Tonight at 6:30, how you can give back to your community far beyond Thanksgiving.
Looking for a great gift this holiday season? Well, Consumer Reports just tested wireless speakers. They make it easy to stream your music from your smartphone, tablet, or computer without a bunch of wires. Jennifer Krause tells us more in today's Consumer News.
Wireless speakers let you get music from your smartphone or other device to the kitchen counter without any complicated connections. Consumer Reports tested 8 wireless speaker systems that cost anywhere from $200 all the way up to $650. They use either Wi-Fi or Bluetooth technology.
Bluetooth speakers work with lots of portable devices, and generally they're pretty easy to set up. But they're really designed to work in the same room as the device that's playing your music.
But if you want to play your music in different rooms, you'll want speakers that work with a Wi-Fi network. You can listen in the kitchen while someone else listens in on a second speaker in another room.
But nearly all Wi-Fi speakers require that you already have an existing home wireless network, and you have to make sure that the speakers are compatible with the devices that you plan to use them with.
The big question, how's the audio quality? Testers evaluated the speakers in Consumer Reports Audio Lab. Monster's Clarity HD micro speakers sounded only fair. But the top speakers have very good audio. For Bluetooth, Consumer Reports recommends the stylish Edifer Spinnaker speaker system for $350. The top-rated Wi-Fi choice, also $350, was the Sonos Play 3 system that includes a speaker and wireless adapter. And you can get even better audio quality if you pair 2 of these speakers, which would bring the cost to $650. Jennifer Krause, News Channel 5 HD.
Consumer Reports says another plus with the Sonos Play 3 Wi-Fi speakers. You can stream music from dozens of online music services like Pandora and Spotify. We'll be right back.
All right, the way to better bacon may be a fitter pig. There he goes. A pig farmer in China is trying out the idea. He has trained the swine on his farm to jump at least 3 times a day from a 10-foot platform into a pond. They love it. The farmer says he believes all the exercise makes his pigs leaner, which means eventually, he says, they'll taste better. Not a good outlook for the pigs, of course, but for now, the farmer says they enjoy the activity, and some even jump up to 30 times a day.
Like one's pushing the other. You
Yeah,
go. No, you go first.
You go.
So cute.
When pigs fly, well, that's not quite flying, but it's close, huh?
We'll have 70 degrees on Thanksgiving.
There you go, when pigs fly. Let's take a look at our forecast for tonight. About 43 degrees, and tomorrow 70 degrees, mostly sunny. Thanksgiving, very pleasant. Have a good one. Okay.
All right. Thanks a lot for tuning in, everybody.
CBS Evening News is up next, everybody. We're back at 6 with your chance to win those 2 VIP tickets to the Grammy nominations concert featuring Taylor Swift and Maroon 5. See you then.
Happy Thanksgiving.